Hey, how we doing? It's Jimmy. I'm back with another little golf video, I guess is what I would call it. Um, let's see. Today I'm going to be talking about golf courses and golf trips that I could recommend for people who are interested in coming up here to play golf in Washington State. Um, yeah, there's a couple things I wanted to bring up specifically. Uh, my main focus on this video will be courses that are close to the city. So, when you fly into Washington, you fly into SeaTac Airport. That's usually where you're flying in. There is an airport up north, outside of Everett. You could fly in there, I guess, but it's really tiny, and most people don't do that. Most people fly in to Seattle. SeaTac is 20 minutes south of the city, if that. And my thought is that you would be staying in the area of Seattle. I believe it's like the main thing. The main reason people come here is for the city, but there's also obviously we're surrounded by mountains. It's beautiful, and we've got some good golf out here too. So yeah, I thought I could spend some time talking about that. Another thing is I will be talking or essentially grading the courses, and what I think is like I'll probably just do like a 1 out of 10 scale. How far away it is from the city, how expensive it is, how well kept these courses are. Um, it rains a lot here, but it can still be a good course even in the rain. So that's not really gonna dock something so bad. And some things are just not well kept during the summer, so it could be worse during the summer because so many people are playing. It's harder to keep the courses nice, just because it gets busy during the summer because it rains a lot here. But yeah, I thought we could go through all of that, and I'm going to bring in a couple courses probably towards the end of the video that are not necessarily close to Seattle. Obviously, we have some famous courses here. There is Gamble Sands. That's over in Brewster. That is not close to the city at all. It's 4 or 5 hours. Like, I'll throw it in, but this is meant for a trip to Seattle, the Pacific Northwest, and some good courses. I'm gonna try to keep everything within an hour or two. Um, I'm gonna assume you're gonna rent a car if you came here for a golf trip, but you might be Ubering, and we got expensive Ubers out here. Let's be real. But yeah, so anyway, I will throw some of those in if I've played them. I should also mention, I just realized, is I haven't played every course. There's a course on here that I'm gonna throw on here that I've never played for sure, and it's supposed to be beautiful, and the deals are crazy. Sometimes, like, even if I haven't played a course, it can be garbage. But man, dude, if the price is right, it's hard to complain. But yeah, I just wanted to give a little of my own personal experiences of some of these golf courses, and try to share that with you. So if you do decide to come up here, you're gonna have some recommendations. And I didn't mean everyone just knows Chambers Bay, which it's amazing. It is beautiful, but there's more to Washington than just Chambers Bay golf. So anyway, let's get started with this. All right, folks, and we were just talking about Chambers Bay. I figured we could start with it. This is an amazing course. It's one of the only link style courses in Washington that I've found, in my opinion. Very hard course. Specifically, it's long. The fairways are open, but it is a long course, at least for myself. The greens, beautiful. This place is kept in immaculate condition. Like, I can't even explain. It's always top tier. Doesn't matter the weather, rain, shine. It's beautiful. Back to the greens real quick. These greens are crazy. They run fast. Always are running fast. It doesn't matter if it's raining or if the sun is out. This place has some very quick greens, and I should mention the greens are actually different colors, which is pretty cool. Never played a course like this, but you can't really tell. I don't want to say it's two different types of grasses, but these greens are different colors, and apparently it's built that way purposely to make it more difficult to read. This place is about an hour south of Seattle. It is not a cheap place to play. It's anywhere from about $150 to $300, depending on when you play, and a few other factors. But it is definitely one of the main attractions for golfers when it comes to coming to Washington State. And if you don't know the history, Chambers Bay hosted the 2016, I believe, U.S. Open. Jordan Spieth won. pretty cool. They actually have the trophy and his final scorecard in the clubhouse, which you will be able to see. Some things that come with this. So Chambers Bay is a walk-only course. They will provide you with a push cart if you need one, but there is no carts. So prepare yourself for a walk. It's about 8 miles, 8.5 miles, a lot of elevation change. This is not an easy walk. So prepare yourself for a journey if you plan on doing that. Another thing is range and everything like that is included in your greens fee. So, go check in. You can go to either. They have 2 ranges depending on which one's open. If it's nice out, they'll both probably be open. If it's rainy out, usually only the bottom one I've noticed is open, but that's a personal opinion. I've played there probably 10 to 12 times, and man, it's amazing every time. I'm very lucky to have played this course so many times, and yeah, I can't even, I was about to say it's amazing. It is amazing. That's all I can say. Like I said, this is about an hour south. If you are planning on playing Chambers and you don't want to stay in the city and you want to, be closer to it, the most popular spot to probably stay down there is the Emerald Queen Casino. It's probably about 10, 15 minutes away from Chambers Bay. It is, it's a casino. It's fun. It's a very popular casino, I should mention. So you might catch a good show or a good concert there. But yeah, it'll be, that's the spot to be. And my overall opinion of Chambers is it's always amazing. If it was a little cheaper, it's $150 to $300. I've played it at $250 and I've played it at $150. Sometimes it just depends on when I'm teeing off and what's going on that day. But yeah, the price changes, and to me, that's the only downside of the entire thing. And the walk will kick your ass, dude. You're gonna need a nap after it. But yeah, if I was to give Chambers a rating, it's got to be an 8.5 or 9. It's an amazing course, and these views, as you see, we're looking at the website here. They don't do it justice, in my opinion. It's unreal. It is built those statue things you just saw. It's built on an old sand and gravel mine. And yeah, I can't understate. I mean, the views are crazy. Like, you got to experience it if you come up here. I couldn't recommend a course enough. And if you are interested in reading more about Chambers, they have a whole bunch of stuff on their website. They've got this the Chambers Bay Journal. I think it goes through like the tournaments and the history and things like that. So, yeah, I would recommend it in a heartbeat. There's a reason there's rumors about this course being so amazing. It's because it is amazing. That's everything you've heard, in my opinion, of Chambers is true. It's phenomenal. Couldn't recommend it enough. So yeah, 8.5, 9 for personal opinion. And if you're coming out for a golf trip, definitely a spot you want to stop by. All right, and now we're on to our next course. So, a little background on this course. I have yet to play here. I have sadly not been able to get a tee time on this course, but it is supposed to be amazing. I'm on their website. I'm going to play the video. You can see how great this place looks. This is Gold Mountain Golf Club. This is in Bremerton, Washington. It is about an hour or so. Technically, it's west of Seattle. So you have 2 options here. You can either take the ferry over, or you can drive around. You'll drive down through Tacoma and down and up and around, if you know how Seattle's Puget Sound works. This place is supposed to be insane. The cool thing about this one is that this is a 36-hole golf course. So they have 2 courses. It is, obviously, Bremerton is, if you don't know, is a very, it's pretty rural. There's not a lot out there. So this place is supposed to be very wilderness friendly. It looks stunning. The thing about it is this place's price. 36 holes, $100, cart included. Now, that's on their website. I haven't been there or played here, but everything I've heard, everything I've seen, this course has got to be amazing. I mean, just these views, how green it is, and the price, $100 with cart. I can't even, that's 36 holes, by the way. That is, to me, that's insane. It looks stunning. Gold Mountain Golf Club in Bremerton. So that's their promotional video. I did pull up just some random pictures on their website. Yeah, I would recommend this for anyone who's interested in coming here. Just the price to the amount of golf seems so good. And I've tried to get a tee time here twice, and I have been unsuccessful. So if you are planning on coming here coming to Washington and you want to play here, 36 holes in one day, I mean, the courses both look absolutely phenomenal. I couldn't recommend them enough. This is their website if you're interested in that. This is where you would go to book the tee time. Gold Mountain Golf Club in Bremerton, Washington. I don't know if I should give this a grade based off of looks and price. It is a little far, but I mean, an hour's fine to me to play 36 holes. I mean, this could be a 10, but I think at the lowest it would be a 7 just because of how cheap it is and how much golf you're going to get. I mean, it seems unreal to me. But Gold Mountain Golf Club would recommend it. If you get a chance to play it, you tell me because I'm jealous. But I've also tried to get out there with like parties of 8, so we'd get 2 tee times, and anyway, it's always looked good. I've heard nothing but good things about it, and I would recommend it to someone coming who wants to play. This is the style of course we usually get here in Washington, by the way. I'll restart this video real quick. This very in the trees, tight fairways kind of golf. That's what we get up in Washington a lot, just because we have so many trees. But yeah, Gold Mountain, I would check it out if you're coming here, and you let me know what you think, but hopefully I get to play it soon, and Anyway, let's move on to the next one. All right, so this is our next course. It is White Horse Golf Club in Washington State. So this is actually in Kingston. This is their course flyover video they have on YouTube. Feel free to check it out yourself, but this place is amazing. So the first thing I want to mention is the price per golf. So if I remember correctly, I have played here, and I believe it was around $55 to $60 to play this course with a cart. Now, this course felt like a country club, but it is a public course. It's so well kept. We played it a few months ago, so it is like May 6th right now. So I played it in February, I believe, February or March, and man, this place was unreal. The price for golf is amazing. There's no one out there. To anyone who knows about Kingston, Kingston is not particularly popular. It is like out on an island. Oh, nice. We get a lovely ad. Kingston is out on an island, and essentially, no one goes there. People go there for like their Sunday trip, but they have a cute little town right as you get off the ferry, and that's where people hang out. The thing is this place is either an hour and 20 minutes away from you if you're in downtown Seattle, or it's about 2.5 hours from you. If you take the ferry from Mukilteo, it will take you to, I believe it is from Mukilteo, it will take you to Kingston. That'll be an hour and 20 minutes. If you don't take the ferry and decide to drive around, I believe it is much longer, because this is on the northwest side of Washington. So, if you remember what I said earlier, we had Gold Mountain. Gold Mountain is technically on like the southwest side of Washington. Somewhat. From Seattle, it's southwest. And White Horse is the opposite, is northwest. So you have to go north and then take the ferry over. But this place, amazing. We went out there and played in February, like I said, and I couldn't recommend it enough. We were surprised at how cheap it was. We were surprised at how nice it was, and there was no one there. Actually, you want to know what was really sweet? They had like a classic golf thing going on where people were dressed up in like 1920s outfits for golf, which was awesome. But this is their website. I would recommend you check them out. This tee time, in my opinion, will probably not be very difficult to get. We booked it like the day before for like 11:30 a.m. So, it was not difficult to get on a Saturday, and it was stunning. I was with my friend Connor, and we were both thoroughly impressed with this course. I could not recommend it more. I have played this course. I had told him this is my favorite course that we've played in Washington so far. It had to do with the price. It is a little far, but man, this place blew me out of the water. I got to give this a 9. This score was a 9. The only issue I had was the travel. Price was good. It was so well kept. I could not recommend it enough. This is the course to play, in my opinion. This is a Jimmy favorite here. Is this course, White Horse Golf Club? I was thoroughly impressed. It's beautiful and would recommend it if you are coming up to Washington and are willing to drive and take the ferry for an hour and 20 minutes. Unreal. But yeah, that's I guess we'll move on to the next one. Okay, and here we are with my last recommendation. So this is a little odd way to do it, but I think it'll be fine. So here we are on the Oki Golf website. So if you don't know Oki Golf, this is essentially a person. His name was Scott Oki. He was one of the original, I believe he was a founder or an executive at Microsoft. He started working there early, and then I believe he sold out his stock essentially in Microsoft, and he bought golf courses, and he essentially has been, getting more and more golf courses in his portfolio, and he has a whole bunch of them in the Washington state. So real quick, just to start out, all of these courses are, I'll be honest, they're pretty expensive. You're going to be paying anywhere from $100 to $200 probably to play any of these courses. They are, in my opinion, they're all pretty nice. You'll probably look up reviews of some of them, and they'll be bad or they'll be good, but they are nice courses, and they're usually pretty well kept. So they're good. I'm not complaining about them at all, and they usually are beautiful, the scenery or whatever. But you can see I have a couple tabs open because I want to talk about a couple of them. So first, let's talk Echo Falls. Now, I didn't know this. I just learned this right now. Echo Falls was originally an Oki course. This course is about an hour or so north of Seattle. It is a very nice course. I have played it once before. It was 25 degrees outside, and it was not fun. Mostly because this course is very well hidden in the trees, but it is very nice. They have an island green for 18 overlooking the clubhouse. It's a sweet course. It is hard. Like I said, I had mentioned before that one of the things about Washington golf is it's usually, thin fairways surrounded by trees. This course is no different. It is beautiful, but it is a hard course. And I actually believe the hardest handicap hole in Washington State is at this golf course. It is number 17, if I remember correctly. It's in the back. That's it right there. That was it. But so Echo Falls, recommend. I believe it's about 130 to play or so. And my opinion of the course is that if it was nicer, I would have enjoyed the round a lot more. But it was 25 degrees when we played. We had a shotgun start, 3-hour delay, and it wasn't anyone's fault but the weather's fault. I'm not going to blame the course for that. It was still stunning. It was well kept, and like I said, it was in winter. So, what do you expect? Based off of that round, I would give this place like a 7 or an 8. But, like I said, it's hard to judge it when the weather was not in our favor. I mean, the greens were frozen. So, I feel like if I go back and it's not freezing out, this course would be an 8 or so. But it is a little far away. Yeah, Snohomish, Washington is where you will find it, and it's beautiful out there. I would recommend it if you're looking for a tee time up there. And there's other courses on the way, such as Harbor Point. So Harbor Point is going to be my next recommendation. This hole, I believe, won like a contest of some sort that it was voted the prettiest golf hole in Washington, and it does not disappoint. I believe this is number 11 at Harbor Point. Harbor Point's a great course. I play there all the time. It is a little pricey also. Every one of these Oki courses is going to run you anywhere from, like I said, $100 to $200. I mean, they're a nice course, except when we get to the next one, but I will explain. But anyway, Harbor Point, I would recommend it. It is also a hard course. This one is built around like a development, I would say. So there's houses. As you can see, there's a house down there on the left. You can see the roof of it. So, if you get the shanks sometimes like myself, this might not be the best course for you. I also lose a lot of balls here. This is a hard course, a very hard course. This one's really really tight. So very tight fairways, not a lot of room to miss. But man, it is beautiful and it's very well kept. I would also give this course 7.5, 8. This one is in Mukilteo. So if you were to go up to Echo Falls, you would drive by Harbor Point. So Harbor Point, Mukilteo and Echo Falls, they're both north, but Harbor Point's probably about 40 minutes north, and Echo Falls is probably more around an hour north. And then my last Oki course that I've played and recommend is the Golf Club at Newcastle. This view is unreal. You get to see Seattle and you get to see Redmond. I mean, that's Seattle, that's Redmond. It's beautiful. The clubhouse looks like a castle. This course has 2 different courses on it. I believe it's China Creek and Gold Creek. One of them is far more expensive than the other. I believe China Creek is the expensive one, but I could have that backwards. I have only played one of them, but this place will run you a lot. This is the most expensive one, I think. Well, besides Chambers, this Coal Creek, I believe, is $130, and China Creek is like $190. They're both beautiful. I can't say anything bad about it. The facilities are nice, and the views are stunning. That's what I look for. I look for the views and how well it's kept. Once again, there isn't an Oki course that I've played that I can't grade like under a 7.5. They're expensive, but they're well kept and they're nice. I don't know what people are, like I said, there's reviews of people who are like, oh, this is not a nice golf course. And I'm like, well, what did you, like, you spent a lot of money. The facility is nice and it's well kept. And, that's what you pay for, in my opinion, is for these. And these ones, the golf club at Newcastle, it's about 30 minutes outside of Seattle. So, this one is doable from Seattle easily, in my opinion. And I think you'll have a good time. I mean, like I said, it's stunning. You look at that view. It's crazy. Can't recommend this place enough as well. So all of these Oki courses that I just mentioned, that's Newcastle right there. This is also Newcastle. They're all well kept. They're all pretty nice. They are expensive, but some dude who happened to become a billionaire essentially loved golf and decided to start building his own, buying his own golf courses and whatnot, which is, in my opinion, probably exactly what I would do. So I love these courses, and I couldn't recommend any of them enough. That's kind of what I have for my opinion on the golf courses that I've played and what I like in Washington. So, yeah. Okay, so welcome back. It's me. And essentially, those are the courses that I would recommend you could come up here and try. And maybe you have something better. Maybe you're from here and you also have some other golf courses that you really like. And these are all my opinion. Don't take anything I say as, these are the courses. These are the ones you have to play. Obviously, at the beginning of the video, I mentioned Bandon Dunes. Like, it's beautiful. I've never played it. It's far. It's not close to the city. And there's obviously other courses that you could come in here and play. We have all the Muni courses. I didn't even touch them because I've played all the Muni, or not all of them, but I've played a lot of the Muni courses. And they're good. They're Muni courses. Like, they get beat up. Not saying that they're bad, but they're just not, taken care of well. And it's like, I don't want to come in here and shit on all the courses that, us average Joes play. I mean, I play the Muni courses all the time. I'm a member at one of them. Like, so I'm not dissing on the Munis around here. They're okay, but yeah, they get beat up. And obviously there's other courses around here that are really good. I haven't played, there's one called The Club, I believe. It's down south by Chambers Bay, a little past it. Supposed to be beautiful. Oh, the home course. It's called the home course. It's supposed to be stunning. I've never played it. There's also Washington National. That's where the University of Washington team plays. I've played it, and I just played it for the first time last week. It was pretty nice, but I mean, it wasn't anything crazy. And in my opinion, I'm allowed to have my opinion. That's the beauty of this sport, is that there's so many different types of golf courses. And, I could go into talking about the golf courses I played in Colorado and how they compare to this. But, these are just some that I think they're pretty close to the city. They're really nice. I think they're really nice, and I think you'd enjoy them. Obviously, I didn't talk too much about like staying and whatnot. These are just courses I think you could, if you flew in and wanted to play golf with your buddies, these are the courses I would recommend you check out. And there's a lot more. Like I went over the Oki courses in 5, 10 minutes or whatever, but there's more Oki courses. I haven't played all of them. Not to mention, like maybe you have a buddy who's a member at a private club. You know, I'm lucky enough. I've played a couple of the private clubs around here, and you know, but I wouldn't recommend someone from out of town to come and play them just because they're like I don't think you're gonna get into them unless you know someone, which you might. And yeah, it maybe like I said, your opinion is different, but these are the courses I think if you flew into Seattle and you didn't know where to play, you would enjoy yourself playing these courses. And like I said, Chambers is Chambers, man. It's awesome. Like I said, my personal opinion is Whitehorse is probably the best golf course I've played in Washington for price and performance and whatnot. And yeah, I think if you come here and you're hoping to play some good golf, there's a lot of good golf around here. And the Oki courses are famous, and Gold Mountain is famous, Chambers Bay is famous. We have good golf around here, and I think you will enjoy the list, or I hope you enjoyed the list, and I hope you found something useful. And these are all because I live in Seattle. I live in downtown. It's these are the courses that are decently close to me, and I've played a good amount of them. And I was just hoping to share my recommendations with everyone. So I hope you found something useful out of this. Maybe you have a different recommendation. If so, let me know. I mean, I'd love to try more courses, and that's like one of my favorite parts is playing new golf courses. I mean, I didn't even talk about like the cheapest courses around here. These are like nice bang for your bucks, but they're still nice courses, which is what I like to play. And yeah. So anyway, thank you again for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope you got something useful out of it. And yeah, I'm hoping to give an update on what's been going on with me. I got my handicap's going down, which is pretty sweet. So I've dropped 2 strokes in my handicap so far this year, and hopefully it keeps going down. So I've made some swing changes, and things are feeling good. So still getting lessons, still working on the game. So anyway, thanks again for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope you found something useful. Have a good night. Peace.